Welcome back to Cashton. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions. We begin round number 2. Around the 8:20 mark, and they're not too far off on this, almost around 8:25 or so. We're scheduled to be on the air until at least 1 o'clock, just in case things would run a little bit longer than normal. And, that happens once in a while. Teams have to have a chance to warm up, right? On the bottom half of the picture here, as we get things going, it is the Westby Red squad. They are taking on Cashton Maroon. Cashton Maroon squad just picked up a 2-0 win in their set with Brookwood. Now they're facing, I tell you what, this looks like a pretty tall Westby squad here. My goodness. They got some height. This is the 4th and 5th grade division. Meanwhile, the top half of the screen, Westby White coming out, and they're going to be taking on the Cashton White squad, who split with Brookwood a game apiece. Cashton White, as I take a look here, if I remember correctly, this is, there's a number of 4th graders on this squad. My understanding, but they do move people around, though, from one team to the other team. And like I said earlier, I don't know the Westby kids like I used to. I'm going to get things started here, and my granddaughter, Willow, is actually going to be playing on the white team, the top half of the screen. And it looks like from the side of things, well, she's going to rotate in here today in game number 1. All right, there, we're set and ready to go. There's the opening serve, the top half, and the return in the bottom of the net, and Cashton will start out with a 1-0 lead. On the other side, we have Westby out in front 8-1 already. Oh, there's a big return on the top half of the screen. And it dropped. It just fell right along the edge of the netting. Not much you can do with that. Cashton out in front 2-0. That return, not able to get over the net. Bottom half of the screen, it's now 2 serving 9. The Eagles on the rotation looking to serve here. An ace for Cashton on the top half. It's 4-0. That ball is not going to get over the net here on the serve, so Westby will have their first opportunity with the serve. Line drive serve, that'll score a point, so they'll get an ace and get on the board with their own actual serve. It's 2-4, they trail. Bottom half of the screen, it's 4 serving 11 now. Westby picking up an ace in the top half. And they have the score within 1 at 3 serving 4 on their little comeback. top half of the screen is now tied at 4 apiece. Again, if you're just joining us, the rules, 2 sets to 25, 2 games. And you get your server, you get 3 in a row, and then you rotate. No jump serving allowed. So just a lot of good fun. They get a 5-minute warm up here, which we saw, and it's all about getting some experience. (15-5) bottom screen. Westby out in front of Cashton here. It's the Westby red squad. Westby white taking on Cashton maroon. And it's a pretty good ball game right now. 6-5 in favor of Cashton, and they serve. That ball was just out in the bottom half, so Westby's picking up another point, and they have a pretty solid lead now at 17-5. Cashton will earn the point back, though. (7-6) your score, the top half. That serve is going to be out of bounds. Looks like out of bounds on both accounts. Westby on each of them serving almost simultaneously. Well, there's an ace by Cashton in the top half, and they now have a 9-6 lead over the Westby white squad. And the Norsemen pick up a return in the top half, and they'll gain a point and get the serve back as they trail 7-9. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A couple of weeks ago, it was in Brookwood. We were hoping to do it live, but just couldn't seem to get the internet to cooperate with us, which happens every now and then. But it was a really, really nice day on how they ran things. Westby was in that one as well. Today, Cashton is running not only this 4th and 5th grade division, they also are going to have a 6th and 7th grade division coming up here. Or just a 6th grade, maybe it is. Well, there's a rotation now coming into play. Cashton holding back on that one, just missed out of bounds. Nice little slide there by the young lady who's now getting ready to serve. Must be Jocelyn's daughter. She looked over here. There was daughter Willow trying to get after that one on the return. It wound up going underneath the net. Yeah, you try to keep an eye on some of those things. Well, Westby picked up a 25-8 win in their first game with the Cashton squad, Cashton Maroon. And they'll have game 2 coming right up. 12-11 your score here in the top half. Nice return by Westby to tie this match up at 12 apiece. Good try there. That ball split the defense, though. Just couldn't quite get their fist on the ball. Nice little volley right there, even though the ball goes out of bounds. That's what you like to see in this younger group, if they can pass the ball to a teammate, get a good bump, and see if they can get the ball back over the net. It's just a great learning tool, really. And the fact that you're doing some things together and start building those relationships and get that knowledge, because you know what? Down the road, another 4 years, 5 years, they're probably on the varsity squad, or at least on the high school squad, right? There's a good attempt there. That was Willow with the first hit in the background. (15-14) now. Now 16-14, Cashton. We get ready for the bottom half of the screen with the game number 2 coming up. Westby with that big win in our first game on the bottom half. They will start out with a 1-0 lead. We'll keep an eye on that one, as we have a pretty good ball game going on. Now 17-15, Cashton on the top half of your screen. (18-15) your score. There's going to be an ace. That serve is out of bounds. (19-16) with Westby serving. They trail by 3. And oh, good try there. Wound up on the ground, though, for the Norseman. Here's that lefty again. That one got away from her, though. 16 serving 20. Westby down by 4. On the top half, they have a tie match now at 3 apiece in the bottom half of your screen. Cashton Maroon trying to get a split on the Westby red squad in the bottom half. A quick little rotation here for the Norseman. Westby's going to pick up an ace. They still trail by 4, though. It's 18-22 in the top half. And the Westby Red squad has a 1-point advantage. Now it's tied on the bottom half with an ace by Cashton. Coming up next, round 3, we'll watch Brookwood. And let's see, their opponent will be the Westby Red. So Westby Red's going to play, and White for that matter, they'll play 2 games in a row here on their respective courts that they're on right now. They'll be playing Brookwood. Well, it's a 25-18 win for Cashton. Pretty good ball game there, but Cashton picks up the win on the top half of your screen. So Westby will look to try and salvage a win in this game 2 that's coming up. Try and earn a split. Meanwhile, there's an ace on the bottom half, and Cashton back into this game at 7 serving 8. Eight ball game. Quick return there by Westby. Nice job there by Cashton on the return. Wow. Athletic move. Oh, just not able to get the ball over the net. But boy, I tell you what, that was a great little volley we just watched there. And Westby will pick up the point. 9-8 they serve. It's always a lot of fun to watch the kids and see how they do, how they're reacting to sometimes a softer serve, sometimes it's a little quicker. A lot of times, they're really doing a nice job. The coach is doing a nice job of, keeping those fundamentals, staying in good position, your stance. That's very important when it comes to hitting the ball and getting it to go to the direction that you wish. Cashton will start out with a 1-0 lead now in the top half of the screen. And it's back to even at 1 apiece. A very good ball game here now in this bottom half. The matchup, it's 11-11, and now Cashton with an ace will go up by 1, 12-11. Westby picked up a big win in the first game, Westby Red. Now they trail by 2. Cashton playing with some determination there, huh? And a good game over here on the top half. It's 3 serving 2, Cashton. A nice return there by the Norseman. Tie things up at 3 apiece. Well, a timeout here by Westby in the bottom half. They trail 16-11 after a big win. Westby with the return here, but it's going to slide out of bounds next to Liz, the Cashton coach. There's an ace, and it's a 6-4 lead in the top half. Meanwhile, Cashton in the bottom half of your picture here, I tell you what, they are playing very well. They're now up 17-11. Make it 18-11. They're looking for that split. They're not that far away from earning that right now as they're up 19-11. And it's an 8-4 lead in the top half of your picture. Now 9-4. Well, my daughter Jill and one of the coaches there for the Westby White squad, my granddaughter playing. Not just yet, though. She'll be rotating in here shortly. They have their rotation sequence that they like to do. Westby Red trying to battle back. They trail 14-19 now. They were down big, but they're making a game of it right now. Cashton, though, still in the driver's seat at 20, serving 14. Nice return there. That was what I call a backward hit. Your back is to the netting, and Cashton picked up the point. Just a good job of keeping the ball in play. And there's an ace, and it's 11-7. Bottom half, it's 15 serving 20. And now it's 16. Westby on the comeback trail. $12 serving 8, 8 serving 12, I should say. Well, it's it's not very often that you're inside on nice spring days, but I have to tell you, my mom let me grab one of those stadium chairs. I tell you what, that is a cushion saver, let me tell you. I used it quite a bit during the winter months here when you get kind of accustomed to being on all those bleachers throughout the broadcast. This one is like a heavy-duty one, extra cushion or something. .22 serving 18 in the bottom half of the screen. Cashton trying to put this one away and earn that split. Westby still battling here, though. Yeah, they're going to be within 3 now. It's 19 serving 22. On the top half, Cashton is out in front by 6 at 15 serving 9. Good return here by both teams, bumping the ball back and forth. And there the ball will drop, and Westby within a couple now. 20 serving 22. Westby Red, bottom half. Boy, a high serve. It just did not get over the net. Cashton a couple points away from getting the split here. Let's see what they can do. That one's just out. Well, here's Willow serving on the top half of the screen. Nice serve. Good return here by Cashton, though, to get the point as well. Speaking of point, it's game point here in the bottom half, and that ball just went out of play. 22 serving 24 is still game point. Bottom half, Westby Red cannot make a mistake here. They need to get at least a couple of points off from their serves. Otherwise, this game will end in a split. Good return. That's going to go out of bounds. And it's 23 serving 24. That's out, and it'll be a split, 25-23. So Cashton Maroon earns a split with Westby, with the Westby Red squad here today. We'll go back to a full screen here in the top half, which is now full screen. There's a good try by Willow. The ball just would not spin over the top of the net. It's 13 serving 20. That ball is going to scoot out of bounds. So 13 serving 21. Good high serve. It's going to be in there for an ace. Tw 15 serving 22. Cashton out in front here. Westby trying to make that change in the score, but not to their advantage on that one, as it's now 23 serving 15. Cashton won the first game here, so they're looking for the sweep. Cashton White versus Westby White. Now game point here. And there's your ace. Well, Cashton White is going to pick up a 2-0 win over the Westby White squad here in round number 2. So there you have it. Round 2 now in the books. We're coming up with round 3, and we'll feature the Brookwood Black squad taking on the Westby Red and the Brookwood, let's see, it'll be Brookwood Red taking on the Westby White. That'll be coming up here in just a couple of moments. Thanks for joining us. We'll turn the mic down, take a little break, and come back with round 3 in a couple of moments.